Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for Field of Dreams Baseball. Today, the pennant race in September continues, and I want to just briefly go over the standings before we get to the schedule of today's games. Today, we are playing a D-Gens Lehigh doubleheader on September 5th and September 6th. Of our Field of Dreams Baseball League. We will be simming all the rest of the games on the 5th and the 6th. I will then wrap it up, drop the file for whoever's going to do 6, 7, and 8 in September. And yesterday, D-Gens defeated Lehigh. These are the second and third games in this 3-game series. 6, 7, and 8. And we have Chicago playing Vegas for the first place in the Fire Division. And what we'll do is whenever there's a game involving the two first place teams or a significant game involving first place, we are going to broadcast it. So get ready to watch a lot of baseball here over the next week. Hopefully we'll wrap it up a week from today, and we will know who the division winners are. In the Earth Division, Hagerstown leads Liverpool by 4 games, Manchester 7.5 out. D-Gens leading Lehigh by 3.5. Chico's 7 games out. Fire Division, the Chicago Red Shirts have won 19 of their last 20 games to close within 1 game of my Vegas squad. I'm 84-48. They're 84-50, 2 games back in the loss column. And in the Water Division, Marshfield 2.5 games ahead of Amazing, and Mid-Michigan is a distant third, 8 games out. Let's go to today's schedule and start simming today's games. Today is September 5th. Maplewood at T-Ville. 5-3 Maplewood. Hagerstown at Cleveland. Hagerstown leading the Earth Division. Hagerstown loses to Cleveland 6-3. They now fall to only a 3.5 game over Liverpool. Speaking of Liverpool, they can come within 3 games with a victory over Washington. And there it is, 5-1, Kershaw over Tesoro. Mike Piazza, home run number 20. Liverpool now 3 games out of first place in their division. Manchester, who has the utmost confidence he will close to be the victor in that division, the Earth Division, playing at home against San Francisco. And Manchester wins 3-1. Ford over Steve. Maybe MV is right. Maybe Manchester will close to win that division. They are now 6.5 games out as they close in. Amazing in Florence. Amazing 2.5 games out of first place. They win. They're now only 2 games out. They win 8-4 over Florence. Lancaster at Brooklyn, meaningless game, 8-3 Lancaster. Edmonton and St. Pete, another game that doesn't mean anything in the standings. Edmonton, however, shuts out St. Pete 1-0. Don Drysdale gets a complete game victory. D-Gens at Lehigh is the game we're going to play. Marshfield at Tijuana. Will Marshfield hold on to their 2-game lead, or will they drop to a game and a half? Let's find out. Marshfield beats Tijuana 5-3. They go back to 2.5. Hadley Lake at Chicago. Will Chicago continue their winning streak? They're 19-1 in the last 20 games. They lose to Hadley Lake 8-7. Hadley Lake wins in 16 innings, overcoming Roy Campanella's great performance, 4 for 7, 35 home runs on the year. Wilhelm was the loser. Let's go to the box score and check it out. 16 innings, and Hadley Lake wins. Plank, who I traded recently to Hadley Lake, pitched 9 innings, followed by Hanky Eckersley and Finneran, who was the winner, who pitched 2 shutout innings to end the game. Mosley pitched 6 innings. Hans and Brock followed him. Wilhelm in 3 innings, pitched well, allowed 5 hits, 1 run, but that 1 run was enough as I glance at this, let's see who the game-winning RBI was. Suzuki. Anyway, there's the box score, 16 innings. Dallas at Philadelphia. Dallas 11-8 winners. Chico's. Will Chico's close to within 6.5? Chico's does not. They lose to Long Island, 7-2. And Mid-Michigan at Vegas. Can Vegas, will they go to 2 games up or will they go back to 1? Vegas loses. Mid-Michigan beats them 5-3. Wainwright over Boddicker. Richardson hit his second home run of the year. And so nothing changes in the Fire division. Vegas still up on Chicago by a game. D-Gens at Lehigh. Let's play the game. Let's see who's pitching for D-Gens. It's Addie Joss. Will face Roy Halladay.
Welcome to Comerica Park for tonight's game between Deacons and Lehigh. It promises to be a battle between two solid teams. Deacons has won 8 of their last 10. Addie Joss starts for Deacons. He's made 22 starts on the year and is 12-4 with an earned run average of 4.21. His 4th start against Lehigh. He's 1-0 with a 3.21 earned run average against Lehigh. He'll be opposed by Roy Halladay for Lehigh. He's made 28 starts on the year and is 16-8 with an earned run average of 3.18. His 3rd start against Deacons. He's 2-0 with a 2.25 earned run average against Deacons. It's 65 degrees, wind speed 8 miles per hour. In from right center field, and we have light rain.
Okay, we got to shut off that narrator. There goes the narrator. Got to make sure this is on regular speed. However, well, we don't need to change that. We can leave that on instant because we got it on human versus human. Here we go. Lineup for the D-Gens. Cobb batting first in center field. Lajoie at second, batting second. Ramirez, the DH, batting third. Anderson in right field, batting fourth. Evans batting fifth. At first base, Molina catching, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Reiser in left field. Bryant at third, batting eighth. Batting ninth, Hornsby, and Joss pitching. In the field for Lehigh, who desperately needs this game, Winfield, Mays, and Martinez in the outfield. Caminiti, Smith, Biggio, and Kluszewski left to right in the infield. Freehand catching. Halladay on the mound. Ty Cobb, 9-game hitting streak, steps in, and we're underway. There's a hitting streak of 10 games as Ty Cobb reaches first base. Stepping in, Lajoie. There goes Cobb, the throw down. And it's stolen base number 96. Hard to catch this guy. Runner in scoring position. Lajoie still batting. Base hit in the center field. Cobb will hold at third base with nobody out. Doesn't want to take a chance on Willie Mays' 10-rated arm. MV is the first one to check in. Hi, MV. Hope all is well. Manny Ramirez, first and third. Grounded to Smith, going to be to Biggio for one, to Kluszewski, a double play, but a run will score. D-Gens take a 1-0 lead. However, Lehigh doesn't mind trading 2 outs for a run here in the first inning as Anderson's up, and he hits a base hit in the center field. That is the 3rd hit today in the first inning off of Halladay, and that may be an indication he does not have it today as Darrell Evans steps in, runner on first. There goes Anderson. and he steals his 13th base of the year. Halliday checks the runner. Ground ball to second. Biggio. Cross hands it to Kluszewski for the out. D-Gens lead at the end of a half an inning, 1-0. Lizards coming up. Their order goes like this. Biggio at second, batting first. Bagwell, the DH, batting second. Caminiti at third, batting third. Kluszewski at first, batting cleanup. Mays in center, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Martinez in right field. We have two Martinezes in the outfield today, one for each team. Winfield batting seventh and playing left. Freehand catching, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Ozzie Smith. And, of course, you've seen Halliday on the mound. Reiser, Cobb, Anderson patrol the outfield. Bryant, Hornsby, Lajoie, and Evans the infield. Molina, the catcher, one of the better fielding catchers in Field of Dreams baseball. Addy Joss on the mound. Biggio stepping in, and we're underway in the bottom half of the first. There's a line drive in the right field. It's going to go down into the corner. Biggio's rounding first, heading for second. Rounds second, heads for third. Here comes the throw. It's not going to be in time. And Lehigh, trailing 1-0, leads off with a triple here in the bottom of the first. Jeff Hunter comes by. Hi, Jeff. The pitch to Bagwell. Bagwell hits a line drive deep in the right field. Anderson's going to catch it. Biggio's going to walk home. And just like that, we're tied at 1. Addy Just now facing Caminiti. Lajoie up with it. 2 down. Just now to face Kluszewski. Ground ball, great play by Hornsby. Gets the slow-footed Kluszewski by 5 or 6 steps. Great play number 15 for Roger Hornsby. At the end of 1, we're tied at 1. Here in the top of the second, Molina, Reiser, and Bryant to face Halliday, who was ineffective in the first inning. Molina grounds it to Biggio, 1 down. Reiser. Fly to center, Mays. 2 down. And Bryant steps up. He hits it to center field. Mays comes in. 1, 2, 3. We head to the bottom of the second. All tied at 1. Bottom of the second, we'll see Mays, Martinez. And Winfield facing Addy Joss. Mays pops it up. Bryant puts it away for the out. 1 down. J.D. Martinez stepping in. Ground ball to second. Throws to first. 2 down. You know, it's funny. Martinez and Ramirez, I get those two guys confused all the time. I have no idea why. I get those names confused all the time. We do not have 2 Martinezes. But we have 2 people whose names I confuse constantly. Dave Winfield stepping in. Joss pitches. Base hit in the left. Winfield on first. He is a threat to steal. Bill Freehand. Bound hits a grounder to Hornsby. Flips to Lajoie for the out. Inning over. We head to the top of the third. Tied at 1. As we go to the top of the third, we have Hornsby, Cobb, and Lajoie to bat against Roy Halladay, who settled down in the second inning. Mark N. checks by to say hello to everyone. Hornsby on an 8-game hitting streak. Hornsby 309 on the season. He walks him. Hornsby at first. He is also a threat to steal. Ty Cobb got a hit in the first inning, extended his hitting streak to 10 games. He's a 286 hitter in the season. Halliday delivers. There goes the runner. There's a stolen base for Rogers Hornsby, number 14, runner in scoring position. Halliday delivers. And for the second inning in a row, Ty Cobb hits a base hit to center field. Runners remain on first and third with nobody out. And Nap Lajoie, he's got 46 home runs, 323 average for the season, and a mere 124 RBIs. Halliday delivers. There goes the runner. Cobb is got number 97. D-Gen's putting some pressure on Roy Halladay. Nobody outrunners on second and third. And he bears down to strike him out. We go to Manny Ramirez, the man I confused for Martinez. Manny hitting 264 with 32 home runs. Runners still on second and third, and Halladay bears down to get him. Anderson coming in. Brady Anderson hitting 265. Runners remain at second and third. Can Halladay get out of it? Ground ball. Kluszewski steps on the bag unassisted, and the threat goes by the board. We head to the bottom of the third, tied at 1. David Lanto comes by to say hello. I don't know if you missed it, David. Both you and I lost today. You remain one game back. Here we go, bottom of the third. Ozzie Smith, Biggio, followed by Bagwell. Evans playing in for the bunt, picks it up, but it's a hit. And he's out at first. No bunt, he swung away, but it wasn't very hard. Craig Biggio steps in, 233 home runs, 12. Grounded to second, Lajoie to Evans. 2 down. And Bagwell hitting 291. Bryant picks up a sharp bounding ball, throws it across. 1, 2, 3. We go to the fourth. 1-all. Evans, Molina, and Reiser to face Halladay. Evans hitting 247. Biggio to Kluszewski. 1 down. Yadier Molina, 287 hitter with 18 home runs. He's going to bang a base hit in the center field. Ball drops in front of Mays, gets it on a hop, throws it in. And one of the few people in this game not going to steal is Molina at first. The pitch to Reiser. Struck him out, number 3 for Halladay, 2 away. As Chris Bryant hitting 249 steps up to the plate. Ball 1. Molina's trying to steal. Throws to second. He's caught stealing. Didn't take my advice to stay put. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Tied at 1. Joss on the mound. Caminiti, Kluszewski, and Mays. Caminiti, a 299 hitter this season. And he goes over 300 with that hit. Caminiti at first. Kluszewski, 278 batter, steps in. Fly ball deep into right field. Anderson has it. 1 down. Caminiti still at first. Willie Mays, 270, 40 home runs. Mays hits it to left. Reiser puts it away. Runner holds. After the single, 2 quick outs. J.D. Martinez, 241. And he hits it in a right field for a base hit. Will come in and he go to third. Anderson picks it up. throws it to second. Caminetti goes into third standing, and Lehigh has a threat with runners on first and third, and Dave Winfield at the plate. Winfield hitting .278. Pops it up in the infield. Hornsby puts it away for the out. Threat goes by the boards. We go to the top of the fifth, all tied at 1. Game going by pretty quickly. D-Gen's a run, 5 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. Lizards 1, 4, and they have 3 left on base. Chris Bryant hitting .249 to face Halladay. Fly ball deep in the left field. And that one is gone as Chris Bryant gives D-Gens the lead. They now lead 2-1. That home run traveled 411 feet. Excuse me for coughing. Hornsby on an 8-game hitting streak, He looks out at Halladay, who now trails 2-1. The pitch to Hornsby. Hit to Biggio, to Kluszewski. For the out. Ty Cobb, 2 steals today, 2 singles today. What will he do his third time up? He will hit a ground ball in the center field for his third hit of the day, raising his average. Cobb now hitting .288 for Lajoie, who's a threat to not only hit the ball, but hit the ball out of the park. Runner on first. Lajoie has 46 home runs, .322 average. There goes Cobb. Stolen base number 98, his third stolen base of the day. Here we go. Runner on second. Runner gets back. Lajoie in the center field for a base hit. Cobb holds at third with only 1 out. Runners on first and third. D-Gen's threatening to score off of Halladay's now allowed 8 hits in 4 1/3 innings. Manny Ramirez. There goes the runner. Lajoie, stolen base number 15. They're running pretty good on freehand. Second and third, 1 away. The pitch to Ramirez. Ground ball to Smith. Over to first for 1. That stolen base by Lajoie eliminated the double play and allows Ty Cobb to score the second run of the inning. It's 3-1. Runner remains at third for Brady Anderson. Anderson hitting .264. Grounded to Biggio, been a busy guy today. Underhands it to Kluszewski for the out. Inning is over. We're halfway through the game. 3-1 D-Gens. Okie doke. I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. All I got to do is find my mouse. There it is. Josh to face freehand, Smith, and Biggio. They've been running on freehand all day. Let's see what he does with the bat. He hits it in the left into the stands. Josh pitches again. Pops it up to the infield. Hornsby puts it away for Ozzie Smith. 201 hitter. That ball slammed in the left field off the wall. It's an easy double for Smith. His 16th double of the year. He is on second base. And with his speed is a threat to score on almost anything. Josh now to face Craig Biggio, 233 hitter. Ground ball to Hornsby. Does he look the runner back before he throws to first? Let's find out. He does. Smith holds. Bagwell 290, 130 home runs. He's having a good year. Joss delivers. Base hit in the left center field. That should score Smith. No. With 2 outs, Smith holds at third. Who knows why? Let's see what it says in the description. Doesn't say why. Must have been an awful hard hit. Joss now in trouble. Runners on first and third. Lizards trailing by 2. Caminetti to face Joss. Caminetti hits it to right. Anderson puts it away. They get out of the inning at the end of 5. Still 3-1 D-Gens. Slash Deep Gaming comes by. Here we go. Top of the 6th, Evans, Molina, and Riser to face. Halladay, who, although allowing 8 hits today, is still in the ballgame with allowing only 3 runs. Darrell Evans grounds to Caminetti at third, but Evans is going to beat it out. Ball was not hit hard enough. Runner on first for Yadier Molina. I have a hard time with that name, too. Halladay delivers. There goes Evans. The throw. He got to be out a mile. I have no idea. Watching Evans play in real life, I didn't see him steal that much. Molina gets the pitch. It would have been a double play anyway. Smith to Kluszewski for the out. Pete Reiser, 259 to face Halladay. And that busy guy, Biggio, throws him out. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 3-1 D-Gens, just out of curiosity. Did they show assists here somewhere? I do not see it. Okay, bottom of the inning, we'll see Kluszewski, Mays, and Martinez to face Joss, who's gotten out of a little trouble himself today. First strikeout of the day as Willie Mays comes up. Mays hits it to left. Routine out, 2 down, and J.D. Martinez grounds it to Hornsby. Quick 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 7th, 3-1 D-Gens. D-Gens, seemingly in control of this game, would like to score a couple of insurance runs. Chris Bryant's homered today. Will hit the ball to third, Caminetti to first for the out. Someone is injured. It is Roy Halladay. He's injured. He's out of the game. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Halladay's pitching for D-Gen, so we put that there. And they put Bear in. I'm going back to get rid of that, so I have a little more control. Bear on the season, 18 games, only 26 innings, allowed 35 hits. He's allowed 23 earned runs for a gigantic, almost 8 ERA. I don't know how they picked him, but they did. Hornsby, this ought to be interesting. Fly ball, shallow right field. Biggio back on the grass. Has it for the out. Ty Cobb stepping in. And he's the only guy to get Cobb out today. Big Clue chimes in with Let's Play 2 today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Right after I say something about how poor a pitcher Bear is, he strikes out Ty Cobb, the only pitcher to get him out. So once again, the announcer has no idea what he's talking about. Winfield up, base hit in the left. Brings the tying run to the plate. Bill Freehand, 272 on the season. Joss's pitch. There goes Winfield. He is caught stealing. Very aggressive AI in a very close game. The pitch to Freehand. Fly to center field. Cobb in. Puts it away. 2 down. Bottom of the 7th for Ozzie Smith. Line drive to the first baseman. That's it in the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. D-Gens 3. Lizards 1. Top of the 8th, we'll see Lajoie, Ramirez, and Anderson come up to face Bear, who did well despite my commentary. Lajoie strikes him out. Balls drop, throws to first. For those of you at home, it's a strikeout. Assist to the catcher, put out to the pitcher, Manny Ramirez. Strikeout number 3. Bear should have started the game. He's striking everybody out. What will he do to Anderson? Anderson hits a weak ground ball to first. Kluszewski steps in the bag, and on to the bottom of the 8th we go. 3-1 D-Gens. As the Field of Dreams races towards the end of the first week in September, so far it is not disappointing. Every game we played has been close. Bottom of the inning, Lehigh needs 2 runs. They're going to start with the top of the order, Biggio, followed by Bagwell and Caminetti. Joss delivers. You heard it. Number 2 for Joss. Bagwell. Number 3. Towards the end of the game, everybody's striking out. Caminetti. Base hit in the right field. Caminetti's on. Caminetti, 50% chance of stealing, and my guess is the way the AI is working, he's going to go on the first pitch. Kluszewski, 277. On the season, 0 for 3 on the day. The pitch, base hit in the left. Caminetti wasn't going. He's going to have to hold at second. So far, my predications are 100%. 100% wrong as Steve Tate comes by to watch his team hopefully mount a rally here in the bottom of the 8th. Willie Mays, if Steve Tate was going to pick a batter to come up with 2 runners on the bottom of the 8th in 2 innings, it would be Willie Mays. The pitch, fly ball deep in the center field. Cobb has it at the warning track. Inning is over. We head to the top of the 9th. 3-1 D-Gens. Bear, who came in to relieve an injured Roy Halladay in the 7th inning, has been nothing but fantastic in the game today. He's pitched 1 2/3 innings, struck out 3, and has not allowed a hit. Freehand is catching, yells out to Bear as Darrell Evans steps in, Molina on deck, followed by Reiser, as the D-Gens look to put another couple of runs on the board. Mays is going to play it off the wall. Evans is going to end up at second with a double. His 8th double of the year. He's played half a season for the D-Gens. I don't know if he's been here all year. If he has, he's only played half the time. And if he hasn't, that is a reset number of his D-Gens only statistics. Molina today is 1 for 3. Insurance run standing at second. But Bear strikes out his fourth batter of the game and will face Reeser, however you put it, and he'll intentionally walk him. Put the double play in order for Chris Bryant, who's homered today. He's 1 for 3. He's going to hit a slow roller to short. Biggio for 1. Kluszewski, that was it. They knew what they were doing as we head to the bottom of the ninth. D-Gens hold on to a 3-1 lead. Well, here we go. Martinez, Winfield, and Freehand are going to try to keep this game alive. Josh, trying to put away a complete game, 1-run victory. And Marty Kavanaugh comes in to play first base. Josh pitches to J.D. Martinez. And the absolute last thing you want to do, we were talking about this today earlier, Josh walks the first batter. My hope is that Action PC Baseball puts in a ninth inning pitcher management column and allows you to replace your starting pitcher with your closer if he walks the first batter or walks the first two batters in the ninth. We're going to be stuck with this starter unless he gives up the number of runs, which has been marked by the manager of the D-Gens. Let's see what happens, though. Winfield steps in. Fly to right. Anderson puts it away. Martinez trots back to first. 1 away. Runner on first. Bill Freehand to face Josh. Another fly ball into the corner. Anderson back in front of the wall, puts it away, and Lehigh down to their last out. Ozzie Smith, will the AI be smart enough to pinch hit? Nope. Josh delivers. Ground ball back to the mound. Kavanaugh's got it. Game over. D-Gens defeats the Lizards, second game in a row, this time by a 3-1 score. Let's go to the box score. Box score in today's September 5th game, and we will do the second game of the doubleheader, will be the September 6th game, shows that D-Gens had Cobb and Lajoie lead the way with 5 hits at the top of the order. Lehigh, no slouch. They had 2 hits from Caminetti, a couple of hits from Winfield. They sprinkled some hits in between. They did well, however, not well enough. 3-10-0 for D-Gens, 1-9-0 for Lehigh. Winning pitcher, Addie Joss, 13-4. Losing pitcher, Halliday, 16-9. He's injured, but it's today only, so Steve does not have to wait to see how long he's going to be out. There's that. Hit play. As we review the standings, D-Gens now 4.5 game lead over Lehigh. That's 5 games in the loss column. First week in September. That's pretty significant. Hagerstown, 3 game lead over Liverpool. Marshfield, 2.5 over Amazing. Vegas, 1 game over Chicago. And I'd like to remind my friend David that it is 2 games in the loss column. Okay, let's go. Maplewood at T-ville. 4-3 T-ville. Hagerstown now. Are they going to increase their lead or drop a half game? Hagerstown at Cleveland. Hagerstown wins 4-3. Lancaster and Brooklyn, a game no one cares about except Lancaster and Brooklyn. Edmonton at St. Pete. 4-2 St. Pete victory. Liverpool at Washington. Game, will Liverpool be 3 back or will there be 4 back? They will be 4 back as Washington shuts out Christy Mathewson. D-Gens and Lehigh, the game we're going to play. Marshfield, they're going to be 2 ahead or 3 ahead. They're going to be 2 ahead as Tijuana beats them 6-1. Hadley Lake beat Chicago in an upset yesterday. And they do it again, 7-5. Chicago loses. Waddell, also a pitcher I just traded Hadley Lake, beats Buell. Crandall, 2 for 3, a triple. He's also a player. He's not Del Crandall. He's Doc Crandall of the 1915 St. Louis Federal League team, who's a pitcher, but also Hadley Lake's DH. He tripled in that game. Dallas at Philadelphia, 7-4 Dallas. Will Chico's be 7.5? Or will they be 8.5? They're going to be 7.5. They win 8-2. Bender over Bergmeyer. Shane Dice home run number 9. Mid-Michigan at Vegas. Vegas lost to Mid-Michigan. Will Vegas be 1 or 2? They're going to be 2 as Vegas wins 6-5. Forster over Harris, whoever Harris is. I don't know who he is. Fox for Mid-Michigan hit his 34th home run. Amazing. Will they be 1.5 or 2.5? They'll be 2.5 as Forrest defeats them 9-3. Manchester. Will Manchester be 6.5 or 7.5? Manchester 9-0 victory. And you know, is it possible that MV is right? This Manchester team going to make a gigantic run. They are only 6.5 back. What's more impressive, it's only 6 in the loss column. They have a shot. They're only 2 games behind Liverpool in the loss column. MV, I'm impressed. I'm going to take back what I said that you don't have a chance. I think you have a chance. I've changed my mind. We go to Degens in game 2, playing at Lehigh. Let's see who's pitching. Mickey Lolich for Degens. He's going to be facing Kevin Brown. The lineups are in. Welcome to Comerica Park, where Degens will take on Lehigh. This should be a good one. And yeah, that's an understatement. Degens has won 9 of its last 10 to the Lizards' chagrin. Mickey Lolich takes the mound for Degens. He's made 16 starts on the years, 9-3 with a 4.61 ERA. 4.61 ERA in this league isn't that bad. That's about league average, I think. His first start against Lehigh, he'll be opposed by Kevin Brown. He's made 28 starts on the year, 16-8, with a 2.84 ERA. That is almost 2 runs below the league average. It's his 4th start against Degens. He's 1-1 with a 4.74 ERA against them. Degens center fielder Ty Cobb's got a 10-game hitting streak going, 78 degrees. Wind speed 22 miles an hour in from right field. That usually means home runs to right field for all I can predict. Let's play ball. The batting order for Degens remains the same as it always been. So I'm going to do it rapidly. Cobb, Lajoie, Ramirez, Anderson, Evans, Molina, Reiser, Bryant, Hornsby. Same outfield configuration. Winfield, Mays, Martinez. Infield, Caminetti, Reese, Biggio, Bagwell, no change there. Freehand catching. After the first batter, I'll put Willie Mays' picture in. I must have missed it the last game. Here we go. We're underway. Oh, there we go. The Mike Silva National Anthem bug. Ty Cobb. Biggio, close play at first. He is out, 1 down. Let's hop over and add this photo so I won't go crazy. That left column's about to populate. Willie Mays. He's in there. Lajoie facing Brown. Line drive, base hit, left field. Cobb and Lajoie at the top of the order. It's hard to get them both out in the same inning. Lajoie, who's attempted to steal every time he was up in the first game, will he attempt to steal against Brown? Manny Ramirez. He is out. I knew he was going to steal. The AI knew he was going to steal. Therefore, a pitch out ensued. There is 2 down. Ramirez against Brown. Grounded to Caminetti all the way across the diamond. There you go. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Biggio on a 7-game hitting streak. And he's still on a 7-game hitting streak. He's at first. He's sort of taken off every time he's been on the base pass today also. Hargrave, the DH, he must be the left-handed batting pitcher DH for Lehigh. That is the only change in today's second game's lineup. There goes the runner. Ball's hit in the right field. It was hit hard, but it won't stop Biggio from going to third. And right off the bat, Lolich is in trouble with Bagwell stepping in. Runners on first and third. Lolich delivers. Base hit in the left. Biggio scores. Hargrave stays at second. Willie Mays. Somewhere along the line, I remembered that Mike said he was not going to pitch left-handers against the Lizards. And now you know why. Lolich delivers to Mays. That's a base hit. He just tapped it in front of the mound, I believe. It's a little dribbler. Yep, that's what happened. J.D. Martinez has hit a Grand Slam home run already this year. Lolich delivers. Fly ball deep in the left field. He's hit number 2. Grand Slam number 2 for J.D. Martinez, and the Lizards take a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. That ball travels 361 feet. And it's time for a sip of water. It takes a lot out of you to hit a Grand Slam home run. Mike, when you see this later tonight, I know you're with your family now, enjoying family time. When you see this later tonight, I want to ask you, why did you pitch a left-hander against the Lizards? I don't know how long he's going to stay in here because he's allowed 4 runs. My guess is he's coming out pretty soon. And he's coming out right now. Hook Stoss comes in. Finally, a right-hander. He lasted 5 batters. Caminetti. We finally have an out here. Winfield. Fly to left. That ball is caught for the out, up against the wall. Unbelievable. I had to wait for a second because I couldn't tell if he caught it or if it went out of here for a home run. Bill Freehand. Doss gets him out 1, 2, 3 after Lolich allowed all 5 of the first, or 4 of the first 5 batters to score. We head to the top of the second, 5-0 Lizards. Actually, all 5 runners did score. 4 on a Grand Slam home run. Anderson, Evans, and Molina now to face Kevin Brown. They've got an uphill battle. Anderson to Bagwell takes it unassisted. 1 down, Evans. Fly to right, Martinez puts it away in the corner, and Molina, the catcher. He hits it to center field. Mays puts it away for a 1-2-3 top of the second. Head to the bottom of the second. 5-0 Lizards. Well, unless there's a big comeback, they're going to split games today, and I'm going to tell you the Lizards needed this, but I want to be honest with you. After looking at the D-Gens lineup, they have the ability to come back from a 5-run deficit. Doss strikes out, Reese Biggio, the top of the order. Line drive out to right field, and Bubbles Hargraves. Base hit in the left. Hargrave on first. Bagwell 1 for 1. And he goes down, the fourth strikeout victim of the day for Doss. And we go to the top of the third. 5-0 Lehigh. Brown to face the bottom third of D-Gen's order. Reeser hits a line drive out. Martinez puts it away. Chris Bryant homered in the first game. He hits it to first. Bagwell taking it unassisted. And Hornsby going to hit it on the ground, and Reese is going to boot the ball, but picks it up, throws to first, gets him for the out. We head to the bottom of the third, 5-0 Lehigh. Here we go. Willie Mays, J.D. Martinez, and Caminetti to face Doss, who came in on relief of Lolich, who was totally ineffective. Mays safe at first on an infield hit. J.D. Martinez is the guy that got Lolich out of there with a grand slam home run. Line drive to left. It's going to be a double off the wall, and the runner's going to come all the way around to score. Martinez is going to end up on third with a triple. A grand slam home run, an RBI triple. It is 6-0 Lehigh. Doss to face Caminetti, runner on third, nobody out. Base hit in the left. 7-0. We're a couple of runs away from doing some zooming on this game. Doss to face Winfield. Pops it up. Lajoie watches it get into his glove for the first out of the inning. Bill Freehan hits a base hit. No, it's going to be caught. It's a line drive in the center field. Their throw to first base, are they going to get? Caminetti got back in time, almost a double play. 2 down. Runner on first. Pee Wee Reese. Bounding ball to Bryant, makes a great play, and it is with every great play, it is an out. Number 17 for Chris Bryant at third. We go to the top of the fourth, 7-0 Lehigh. Cobb on a 10-game hitting streak. Back to the mound to Bagwell for the out. 1 down. Lajoie's 46 home runs. Base hit into right field. That ball's going all the way to the wall. Lajoie's going to head for third. He's going to slide. He's going to be safe. That is his 10th triple of the season, and the D-Gens have a scoring opportunity with 1 out and a runner at third for Manny Ramirez. 1 down, first strikeout, actually 2 down. Can the D-Gens score a run? The pitch to Anderson. Anderson's at first. Even down 7-0. I think Anderson may be Going to steal second as Evans comes up. He hits it to Bagwell, however. Steps in the bag unassisted. That half inning's over. We're going to zoom to the end of the sixth. Let's see what happens. Seven to nothing. Let's play the seventh. Doss looks strong. Manny Ramirez comes up. Well, that's interesting. That didn't come back. Let's go to the end of the game because I don't think much is going to happen here. There you go. 9-7. We did miss something. I apologize. I'm not sure why the game didn't allow me to finish it normally. But there it is, 13-0 for Lehigh, 7-10. And 0 for D-Gens. Lehigh picks the game back up. They're now 4 back in the loss column. Winning pitcher, Kevin Brown, 17-8. Losing pitcher, of course, Mickey Lolich. It's an interesting thing. When I zoomed that game, I went back to the box to start hitting the CPU button to let them play, and it was missing. I don't know if that's a glitch in the game or something I did, but I didn't want to hold you here and watch you suffer through me trying to figure it out. We do, however, have the play-by-play, and since we're done a little early, let's do the play-by-play in the seventh and the eighth. In the top of the seventh, D-Gens Ramirez struck out, Anderson walked, Evans grounded to third. Molina doubled off the wall to left field. Evans scored. That made it 7-1. Reiser grounded a single between third and short. And Bryant flied to deep left to end the inning. Bottom of the seventh, Mays walked, Martinez struck out. Caminetti grounded a single. Winfield walked, and Freehand grounded out. Let's see where the runs were scored. Well, let's do the ninth inning. Top of the ninth. That's when it got close. Top of the ninth, Bear came in to pitch. He pitched the previous day and did a good job. Evans lined a single. Molina singled. Reiser flied to left. Bryant walked. Bases are loaded. Hornsby grounded a triple down the first baseline. All 3 runners scored. Valverde comes into pitch. Cobb grounded a short. Hornsby scored. It's now 9-7. And Lajoie ended the game grounding to short. There you go. Congratulations goes to Lehigh by winning that game. They do not, as we'll see here on the 6th, they do not let D-Gens get into an insurmountable lead. The schedule on the 7th begins with Vegas at Chicago. Whoever picks up this file and decides to do tomorrow's games, it'll be fun watching that game if you decide to play it. Here we go to end the broadcast. Earth Division, Hagerstown, 4 games over Liverpool. Manchester closing. They're within 6.5, and I owe a public apology to MV because, MV, you are making a run. Wind has D-Gens now 3.5 ahead of Lehigh. Chico's 7 out against D-Gens and Lehigh. Chico's is a much longer shot, I think, than Manchester is in the Earth Division, about the same amount of games out. Fire Division, Chicago lost 2 games in today's 2 days, while Vegas split them 1 apiece with Mid-Michigan. Vegas now 2 games up and 3 games in the loss column, while Marshfield remains 2.5 games ahead of Amazing in the Water Division. I want to thank Dwayne Martz MV, Steve Tate / Deep Gaming. I want to thank a Big Clue for coming by. It's always fun to have this group. I want to thank David Landau, my competitor for all the first 4 years in the fire division. We're really going to miss you, David, when the next year's realignment. You've kept me on my toes. You've made me a better GM and manager, so thank you for that. Mark N, MWN, who's having a great season. Jeff Hunter, who's also having a great season. He's just a player or two behind everybody. But now that the fire division's history, Jeff, you're going to have to do it against MV in your new division. Speaking of MV, thank you for being the first in. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming in. We will catch y'all on Discord. Hopefully someone will grab this file and do tomorrow's games. If they don't grab the file and do tomorrow's game, I will be right back here tomorrow night at 6 or 7 o'clock, and I will do tomorrow's games. Have a nice evening, everybody.